Hello, creative minds. Welcome back to Roots and Curls, the podcast brought to you by Creative Aliyah, me, where we dive into all things hair, self care, and loving yourself naturally. I'm your host today, and we're talking about something that many of us go through or think about, or maybe went through in the past. I'm not sure if there's any women these days that really relax their hair as much, but if there's any and you're wondering how do you transition to natural hair, this is the podcast for you. So if you've been relaxing your hair for years or even just straightening it off, then the idea of going back to your natural curls and coils can feel exciting, but also a little bit overwhelming. You don't have to be worried, you don't have to be scared because we got you covered. By the end of this episode, I hope you feel more confident and clear about where to start and what to do. Why transitioning? First, let's talk about why people choose to transition. I'll say for many people is about health both of your hair and also self-confidence. Relaxes and constant heat styling can weaken the strands, and so it makes your hair more prone to breakage. And it can also, if you relaxing, it can also affect your health internally. It's actually been proven that use of relaxers for a very long period of time can actually even cause so many diseases, including fibroids. So transitioning gives your hair a chance to grow stronger, and honestly, there's nothing like embracing the beauty of your natural texture, I would say. And beyond the practical is a personal journey. It's about identity, about reclaiming your roots and saying yes to your authentic self. If you ever felt disconnected from your curls, transitioning is a beautiful way to reconnect back into who you are. So, transitioning is much about patience and self love as it is about hair routine. So, you have to change your mindset first. So, your natural hair won't look like anyone else's. So, you have to stop comparisons early on. Don't compare your hair to anyone else's hair. You are the way you are. So, you have to make it and celebrate the way you are. Okay, so don't compare. That's number one. So another step two of the transitioning process is protective styling. So you can do braids, twists, and bantu knots. They can be lifesavers for you, but so for someone else might not be. Some people actually thrive when they wear their hair out in low manipulative styles like twist outs, braids out, and just letting the hair be. Some other people braids are better, could be cornrows with your own hair, could be anything that is if is like, let me say, anything that feels good to you to do, as long as it's a healthy option. Okay. um so these styles, they reduce manipulation, they give you styling versatility and protect your ends. So as your hair is growing in, you just have a protective style that you do every so often. Maybe if you braid your hair every 2 weeks, you take your hair, you wash your hair, give it all the TLC that it needs, and then you braid it again. So that's a good routine to get into. So step three is trimming. So you have two options. If you have really big difference of texture between the hair that is growing and the hair that's being straightened either by heat and you have heat damage or by relaxing your hair, you can either do the big chop. So you cut all the ends that are dead, that's just straight and won't go back to their natural kind of state, or you have option two, which is you gradually trim your hair. So I actually have an example to talk about. I had straightened my hair once in I think it's 2021. I think it's 2021 or 2022 is thereabouts. And I didn't really straighten my hair for a very, 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 very long time before that. So I just did it because I wanted to really see my length, and I wanted just to cut some of my hair as well, the trim my ends. So I wanted to see really the difference of, sometimes when you want to trim your hair, you would like straightening, blow dry and straightening just to see if there's any damaged ends. It's a bit easier to see that. So because I wore my hair curly every now and then, but most times I would have it braided, so I wouldn't really mind trimming it when straight. So I did that and then trim my ends, but then I didn't realize the maintenance to keep it straight. You'd have to do it like maybe every morning. I would have to pass slightly some the straightening again to make sure it looks right. Do you know what I mean? But my hair couldn't take it, so it just stayed straight. Like it wouldn't really turn back fully. I did some treatment, protein treatments to it, and so many other things, but it didn't go back. So eventually, in 2023, I shop it again. So this is like my second big shop, and it's been growing since then. So yeah, so there's no right or wrong way to transition, I would say. If you are confident, if you feel like, okay, I prefer to just cut it all off and start again, that's fine. If you want to gradually trim it because you just feel like, oh, I don't want to just chop all my hair, that's fine as well. So you just have to do what's right for you. So number four, like on the list of how to transition, so far we've spoken about, so step one was change your mindset, right? About how your hair is, no comparisons. Step two was protective styling, shoes protective styling that works for you. And if it doesn't work for you, do what works for you. Three, trimming. So either you chop it all off or gradual trim. And then four, moisture is everything. And when I say moisture is everything, I really mean it. So your hair is going to need hydration like never before. Like you have to think about moisturizing, sealing, protect, repeat. So that'll be your mantra through the transitioning period. So moisturize, seal, protect, repeat. Leave-in conditioners, oils, and butters will become your best friends. And this is where also consistency pays off. So what I do for myself to keep consistent, to be honest, I'm so used to it now that I don't really keep sorry, I'm looking through my drawers because I need to see find out where this is. I wanted to show you a copy of my hair regimen um, schedule. I sell these online, so this is how now it kind of is natural for me. Because I've been doing it for so many years, I already know what my hair needs when I need to do it. But when I first created this, I was using it like religiously, and what I do with it is I put dates on it, and I'll put all what I need to do in certain dates. So it's just to keep like a mental reminder. This is the routine that works best for my hair. So this is personalized. So you could do one for yourself. So you get some goodies with it. It tells you how to determine your hair porosity, your hair thickness, because those are the two main things you need to know to be able to create a routine. So then it tells you like how to fill this in. There's like some worksheets that you have like an example. I think I spoke about it so many times, especially on my TikTok mainly. To be honest, I've been active in TikTok talking about this, how to fill it in, and then you have a blank copy and a filled in one to as an example. This is like my routine, and I fill it in with my routine for you. If you want to follow it, no problem, but I would say personalize one for yourself. That's what it's for. So you get all this if you get this online. This is the laminated copy, so you can get it this posted to yourself, or you can get the downloadable one. That's fine. So these will help you keep the routine in check, make sure you're doing the right things. So you could do the moisturize, seal, protect, and repeat, and know when to do things to your hair. Like sometimes we maybe you deep condition your hair 2 weeks ago and you don't remember if you did the deep condition anymore or if you just did a regular condition, but because you had have these recorded, you know if you done it or not. So and you can wipe it off if you use like just a whiteboard marker, so it's very useful for that. So this is the four steps. So moisturizing, and step five I would say is to learn your texture. You have to experiment a lot. You know, I sell hair products, but as well I use other products from other people that are very commonly available in the market. I also make customize things for myself and my family. I have two girls, so I have a lot of heads to think about how to take care of their hair as well. So you have to experiment with different products, techniques, but don't overwhelm yourself. Don't make it too complicated. I would say start simple. Listen to your hair and build from there. Like some people really all the intricate hairstyles is not really for them. Some people prefer to do something simple, like every day they just do maybe a bun and that's how they go to work or they go about their lives. And that's okay. Like just do whatever works for you. Some people like mini twists with their own hair. They will do the mini twists and every so often they will take it off and wash the hair, start from scratch. That's okay. So just do what works for you, I would say. So I'll say some common struggles that people face when they're trying to transition is that if you're being real, transition can be frustrating because you're working with two textures. You're dealing with two textures that are completely different. You have like a straight end and you have super curly or even like super kinky hair on the roots and you don't know what to do. You're trying to make sure it looks all right. It doesn't look right at times because they don't just match. So it's not easy to deal with that. And styling your hair in that state can be very tricky. And sometimes you'll be really tempted to go back to just if you were someone that straighten your hair just to make your hair easier to manage, let's say you would be tempted to keep doing it, but that just keeps adding more damage onto it, more and more damage, more heat damage, more breakage, more everything that's not good for your hair. And if you relax, you probably be tempted to relax again, which is also not good. So you have to remember that every time you do something to help your hair grow and be healthy is a win, is something very special. I'll say to help you out on the process, I'll say take progress pictures. Like take a picture of the first day you started to do this. And then over time, take pictures like maybe every month, take one picture or every 2 weeks, whatever feels best for you. I would say every month is a good kind of timing to do it. Just take a picture of your hair on its natural state or how it was from the beginning when you had the straight ends, and if you decide to gradually cut it, show that journey. It will help you. I'm telling you, sometimes people documenting their journeys online, posting on YouTube, whatever, but it's not only just for others, it's also for them to look back and they can kind of reflect and see, and you can see the change of how you feel more confident when you start getting used to or having your hair the way natural supposed to be. Like you feel more confident about it. Hopefully you learn to love yourself more in all aspects. So let me just do a quick recap. So our quick recap starts with one, protective styles are your friend. Trim regularly, whether slowly or with a big shop is up to you. Moisturize, seal, and protect your hair consistently. Like, go and get this. I'm not being like, even if you want, if you can afford it, I don't know, for some reason, like, at least like you can just contact me. I'll try and help as much as possible. I could just create one for you. I don't mind. Like, you really need this. You really need this to help you. If you're someone that really struggles to keep to a routine or you don't remember, you're too busy to remember things because you have so many things that you're handling and juggling, I'm telling you, this is a lifesaver, the hair regimen schedule. You have to be patient with yourself as well. You have to be patient with your texture. Some people don't realize that because the hair is so dry, that's why they can't handle the hair, because the hair is just dry, too dry. You don't drink enough water. You don't moisturize your hair daily. How do you want it to work? Do you mean you need to make it work? So yes, you have to be patient, and most importantly, you have to love your hair at every stage. Either you have really really short hair at the moment, you have a tweeny weeny afro, or your hair is long. Just learn to love your hair every stage. And we don't all look the same, and that's fine. We don't have to all look the same. right, everybody, thank you for watching me, spending this period of your time of your life just to listen to me. And that's it for today. So today's episode of Roots and Curls was about transitioning to natural hair. And transition to natural hair is a journey, but it's one that's so worth it. If you want more tips and natural hair inspiration, make sure to check out creativealiyah.com and follow us on Instagram at creativealiyah. Thanks for spending this time with me, and remember, your hair is your crown, so wear it proudly. Until next time, stay rooted, stay radiant. Bye.